I have some stepdad parenting advice for you. I'm Nicholeen Peck, and I teach all over the world about parenting, good communication, how to build strong family bonds, child development, and education, all through the lens of the principle self-government. And in this video, we're talking about the unique situation of stepdads. In this video, we're going to talk about how stepdads can find their place in their home and have calm leadership without overstepping or withdrawing. Sometimes when you come into a family that's already been going and the children and one parent have been working through things for a number of years, you can feel like you're a little bit of the odd man out, right? Where do you fit in as the stepdad? How are they going to respect you? Are they going to see you as a leader in the home, or are you just part of the furniture? It can feel strange at first, but I recommend that you embrace that role and identity as father in the home, even though you are not their father. Everyone can use another strong father figure, and as they see a husband and wife relationship work really well together, that is going to be something that will form them for when they choose their relationships for the future. It's hard for a person to choose a good, healthy relationship if they haven't seen one in the past. They need to have that type of mentoring and tutoring by actually hearing and seeing what it looks like to be in a functional relationship. So, do you have power in this home? Absolutely you do. Are those children yours? No, not technically, but you should parent them as if they were. Now, make sure that your parenting is sound though. We don't want to get to aggressive tendencies, threats, manipulations, anger, and frustration. So, one of the best things that I can tell you is deliberately decide how you want to parent your children. I actually have a whole book about that. I've written 11 books, but one of the books I would suggest you start with is a book called Popular Parenting Methods. The Popular Parenting Methods book will talk about the different methods of parenting, the outcomes that you will get, the traps that you might fall into, and it could help you evaluate what type of parenting that you're used to, but what type of parenting that you might need to adjust to in order to be able to create a unified front with your new wife. After you've evaluated all of the different types of parenting, it is my hope that you will choose the traditional strict parenting approach, which is the approach of teaching ahead of time exactly what the people can expect, being predictable, being calm, and being self-governed yourself. So when a person is self-governed, that means that they understand the cause and effect of any given situation and possess a knowledge of their own behaviors so that they can control them. So what that means is that they make a plan for what the best version of themselves ought to be, and then they take steps deliberately toward that plan. If they're not getting the desired results, then they evaluate and they adjust their plan so that they can get closer and closer to their desired outcome. When you're parenting, just like when you're in business, you make a plan, you follow through, you make adjustments. Your home is your most important business that you will ever have. It helps you find fuel, or it drains you, for all of the other aspects of your life. So creating a very functional environment with your spouse is going to be important. Support her. Learn some skills that you can use to unify. Now, when you read the book Popular Parenting Methods, you could end up finding that you want to learn some of the skills and principles of self-government. Skills like how to follow instructions, how to accept no answers, how to accept consequences, and disagree appropriately are going to be vital to teach your children so that they can learn self-government. But there's also skills for the parents that they need to learn that can help them be on the same page. When you deliberately teach teach your children, this is exactly how I will correct you. I will say just now, and then I will tell you what I saw that happened and what piece of the skill that we've learned, of those 4 basic skills that I just mentioned, that you were missing. Maybe you gave them a no answer, and after they said okay, they didn't drop the subject. They started whining and complaining or even getting angry. So you would explain that to them, and then you would say, when you do this, this is the negative effect that you might have. So you might not feel good about yourself, or it could put you in a bad mood if you don't drop the subject. Then step 3, what you should have done was, you should have chosen to drop the subject, put another thought in your head, decide that that's not going to be something that is overly concerning with you. And then since you chose not to do that, you've earned an extra chore. So work is the antidote for a sick character. It is a really great negative consequence because a person has to accept it. A person cannot learn self-government unless they get the opportunity to accept their consequence. So after that, you practice things the right way, you praise them for using their skill of accepting consequences. You can actually have a really positive interaction when you're correcting your children. If you've told them ahead of time how you will do it, they know what to expect because it's totally predictable, then they're not going to be taking it personally, and you don't have to take it personally either. Now, sometimes parents struggle with calmness because they haven't been parenting those children before and they get a little bit overwhelmed. I actually have a Calm Parenting Toolkit on my website, teachingselfgovernment.com, that you can have for free right now. So if you go to teachingselfgovernment.com, on the homepage, you can access the Calm Parenting Toolkit, which will give you 10 tools for calmness. This won't teach you all the skills and principles of self-government, but it could help you so that you don't have the types of communications with your stepchildren that you regret later. You want them to like you, to care about you, but you don't have to be their friend or the fun guy all of the time. You need to be someone that they can respect, look up to, and come to in a time of trouble. Someone who will respect their mother. Someone who will show them what a functional family looks like. That's what they need from you most. And if you can get on the same page with your spouse about how to do the parenting and overcome some of your own bad habits, then you could very well be the person that is needed to heal this entire family unit. So go to teachingselfgovernment.com today. I'll see you there.